This time is I'll be doing a comprehensive review of the CZ455 3-barrel combo. Now, I have done a previous video on this rifle, and I called it the review of the CZ455 3-barrel combo, but it wasn't really a review of the 3-barrel combo because I didn't review 3 barrels. I only reviewed it with the barrel that I've got here, which is the varmint barrel, the heavy varmint barrel. Now, what I intend to do this in 4 parts. So yeah, bit of a marathon. But this here in the first part, I'll be detailing what I actually did to this rifle, and then I'll be converting it back to its original form, in its original stock. So you'll see that later. Now, to begin with, the reason I'm doing this is because, to my surprise, when I went on YouTube and tried to look up people having done reviews on the 3-barrel combo, like comprehensive reviews, they don't exist. There's one guy who did it, was it? Hunter's Haven Oz. He's got like a couple of 5-minute videos on it, and very brief, and there's just, yeah, I was really surprised. So yeah, I'll fill the void and do this. Now, I'll start off by doing a bit of a history lesson on the CZ455. Probably not a lot of people interested in it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And Wikipedia, so they seem to be pretty well informed about their history. So I'll be reading pretty much straight from it. So the CZ455, made by CZ455, which is in the Czech Republic in Uherský Brod. So good pronunciation, eh? Yeah. Now, what else can we see here? Alright, so all CZ455s are supposed to have hammer forged barrels, hand lapped. Yeah, whether they're hand lapped or not, I don't know. You know, I've never been to the factory and I've never seen anyone doing the lapping. So, but they reckon that they're hand lapped. So, which wouldn't surprise me because they are very accurate rifles. They're not, you know, they're not bench rest rifles, but they're certainly very accurate for what they are. Let's see. Now, the 3-barrel combo comes, you probably know this, but anyway, it comes in 22 long rifle, which is, let's see, there's in here. The 22 long rifle is a 1 in, damn, how is it? Tells you what the twists are. Numbered up there. What does it tell you what the twist? It does say here. Oh yeah, the 22 long rifle is a 1 in 16 twist. The 22 Magnum, Winchester Magnum rimfire, is a 1 in 16 twist, and the 17 HMR, the Hornady Magnum rimfire, is a 1 in 9 twist. So yeah, there you go. That's what the twists are. Let's see what else can we glean from this. The versions it's available in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 different versions. So they've pretty much recreated the 452 catalogue, but with the 455. Now the 455 obviously differs from the others in that it's got a modular barrel and receiver, so you, yeah, change the barrels. Now it's a twin set screw operation that locks the barrel in place. Let's see. So the CZ455 was first introduced in 2010. So it's been around quite a few years now. It replaced the 452 series. The 452 first appeared in 1954 as the Model 2, and it was a replacement of the 451. Now, I never knew this, so this is really interesting, but the 451, let's say the 451 first appeared in 1947. Let's see, the Model 1, what do I mean? The Model 1 was developed on the request of the occupying German authority in 1943-1944. They were basically built as fully stocked Mauser 98 training rifles. So that tells me that they were obviously just like a big full-size Mauser 98, but with that, with the Type 1 action, which I don't think would be that much different from this one. So that's really interesting. I didn't know that. Now let's see what else can this tell us. It tells you what all the versions have got. Yeah, not really interested. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So that's the history lesson. So I wasn't aware of a lot of those things. So good on Wikipedia. My God, it's so humid, I tell you. Humid and hot. Oh. Yeah, you might be sick of me seeing me wipe myself down, but God, if you were here. So, in any case, so the rifle comes, obviously doesn't come looking like this, but what it does come with is you've got the 3 barrels. So they're all exactly the same profile. They're all exactly the same size, same profile, everything. You've got obviously the 3 calibers of the barrels. The barrels, I'll tell you what the profiles on them are. I'll do a quick measurement. Get my caliber 0. So from the action, the breech, it's, what is it? Let's have a look. See this. So it's 22 mil or 0.862 of an inch, and it goes down to the muzzle to what? 0.55 of an inch or 14 mil. So from 21 mil to 14 mil, and they're all exactly the same. Everything's in this. The whole rifle, all the metalwork is in a sort of a satin finish. It's a blued satin finish, and it's pretty rust resistant, but you know, where I am, if it's not stainless, it's going to rust. Yeah, pretty much. So the rifle comes with 3 magazines. The rifle comes with 3 magazines. If they were tight, like if they were stingy, they could have just given you 2 magazines, because the 22 mag and the 17 HMR magazine are exactly the same, because the 17 HMR is a neck down 22 mag, so they're exactly the same. And you've got the 22 long rifle magazine. So if they were stingy, they could have just given you the 2 magazines, but they gave 3. One piece that I did replace on it, because I hate plastic. This is plastic. This is the magwell, so I actually replaced that with an alloy magwell. I replaced the bottom metal. I don't know if you can see. That's a nice looking alloy bottom metal. Yeah, professional looking, and the trigger guard is a little bit bigger. Yeah, not that much bigger. But in any case, this is what it comes with that plate. It goes underneath the bottom metal, and the bottom metal is just a pressed piece of sheet steel, which the Europeans, they just love this garbage. You know what? I had a look at I think the proper pronunciation is Steyr. Their rimfire rifle. It's $1,200, and you get that on a $1,200 rifle, a rimfire rifle. You've got to be kidding me! Come on, Steyr. You do better than that. You know? And I don't know what it is about the Europeans. They just love this garbage to put that on rim fires. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Let's see. So, I intend to do accuracy testing of all these 3 barrels. I'm not going to do it with that one because I know that's seriously accurate. Let's see. Now I'll go through some of the pros of the rifle. The pros of the rifle, as far as I'm concerned, is it's accurate. The bolt is really smooth, really smooth. Like, there is no part of that operation that is not just butter smooth. Seriously, not loaded. Let's see. They're well made, like they really are. CZ make precision. They don't just make rifles. You know, they used to make motorbikes, and I know they still make sprockets and things like that. So I had a buddy who bought and distributed them. So they know how to do precision machinery, so they are well made. Obviously the modularity of the barrel swapping, that's pretty handy. Reliable, very, very reliable. I don't know anyone who's ever told me that their CZ broke or pretty much anything. Yeah, maybe the trigger spring might wear out, or I don't know, but yeah, they go forever. Plenty of aftermarket stuff. You can, well obviously because I have, you can buy alloy mag wells, you can buy alloy bottom metals, you can buy different stocks. Like this is a Boyd's. I think some of them did come in with Boyd's tactical stock. Now it's called the Pro Varmint. Yeah. There's just so much stuff that you can get for them. Yeah, trigger kits. You know, like this trigger. I will get the rifle back to its original state, except for I'm not going to change them. There's not much point. That's not going to do anything. So it's not going to prove anything having an alloy magwell. I mean a plastic magwell back in it. So I won't change that, and I won't put the original trigger spring back in because I'm not really interested in doing that. If you can't afford, you know, a piece of little spring, then oh God, you must be really poor. So my advice is, if there's one thing that I would do instantly as soon as you buy one of these, it's buy the trigger spring. There's a couple of companies. There's Yo Dave, I think, and I can't remember what brand I bought. I tried the lighter spring, and what happens is that there isn't enough pressure to stop the bolt from coming out, because the bolt, you pull the trigger to pull the bolt out. Now, if the spring is too light, it won't stop the bolt from coming out. So I tested, there was 3 different springs, so I think it was the medium, whatever, I can't remember what weight it was, but I'll tell you anyway right now. I'll get my Lyman trigger pull gauge ready. Contrary to popular belief, you don't squeeze the trigger, you pull the trigger. That's why it's called trigger pull. Trigger is a lever. You don't squeeze a lever, you either push a lever or pull a lever, so it's trigger pull. Yeah, so there's people going to be going bananas at that, going, no, you squeeze the trigger. No, rubbish. It's Hollywood nonsense. Alright, ready? Clear. Ready? Are you ready? You stupid thing. It's ready on, oh yeah, it's ready. Alright, so here we go. And that broke at 1 pound 9.3 ounces. Let's try again. So it's not too light, but it's just, yeah, it's nice. There we go. 1 pound 10 ounces. So yeah, around 1 pound 10 ounces, which yeah, it's not too bad. I really would have preferred the lighter spring, but yeah, couldn't do it. Not safe. The bolt's just coming out, and yeah, so couldn't do that. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Next time you see me, which will be very soon, will be the rifle back in most of its original form. You know, sans plastic magwell and the original trigger spring. Everything else will be back to normal. Not going to talk too much about the scope that's on it, because yeah, no, when I do the accuracy testing, I'll chuck Big Daddy on there, my Delta Optics 4.5 to 30 titanium, because yeah, it's a kick-ass scope. And when if I want to do serious accuracy testing, you've got to have serious optics. So yeah, that's what I'll do it with. But anyway, I'll see you soon. See ya. Hello again, back, and so I've taken the barreled action out of the stock, the Boyd stock, and I've got it out. And so for those people who are interested in how this system works, I'll show you what it is that you've got, see there, yep, you've got these two 90-degree cuts into the barrel, and what happens is those 90-degree cuts correspond with these two grub screws. You see that there? With these two grub screws. So what happens is the screws go through the action and they push up against those two cutouts, and it's a really solid affair. Really works well. You know, they did a good job of it. So that's just clicks in there. So it just comes straight out. So that's the that's the heavy barrel. And now what I'll do is I'll zoom back out so you can see me putting the. One thing I want to note is in the CZ video, there's actually a tutorial. It's graphics only. It's just CGI tutorial that shows the action and the screws unscrewing, screwing, whatever. It's only about 40 seconds, but I advise everyone to watch it, because most of the people who I've seen a few people replace the barrels in these things on YouTube, and there's one step that they didn't do that CZ recommend, and that is when you undo the screws, the grub screws, you also need to loosen this rear magwell screw. I'm not really sure why. I don't know what effect any of that would have on the rear magwell screw, but so what I do as a rule is I loosen both of them off before I put the new barrel in and tighten it up. So I'll put the new barrel in, tighten up the grub screws, and then tighten the magwell screws up. I have no idea what relationship there is there, but if you have a look at the tutorial, that is what they do. And I can't remember what YouTube video I saw it on, but anyway, they do that. So I'm just going to stop, zoom out, and I'll put it back in this stock. So season go back again. Sorry for the stopping and starting, but it's the only way I can do it. Not a very good cinematographer. Get rid of that thing. Don't need that anymore. So that's the original stock that it comes with. I don't know if it's walnut. I actually think it's beech. It's a stained beech, which is still very nice. I mean, nice grain on it. You know, it looks really nice. I have touched it up with True Oil in a can, spray on. Yeah, like inside, because inside it's all just bare wood where they've routed it out, and I like to have all of my wood, every bit of it, covered in True Oil. So yeah, I'll go as far as taking the I don't think I took this one off actually. I think you can. It's glued on, but normally I'll even take doesn't fit very well. Yeah. It's the only whinge I have about this, how they made this stock. It didn't fit it very well in a few places. But in any case, it's a nice piece of wood, so I've touched it up with True Oil. Now, putting the new barrel, or the old barrel, or the 22 caliber barrel into the action. So it's a really simple process. Just make sure the surfaces are clean, no crap anywhere, and just slides in, plonk, like that. Now we're just going to go, because there's a flat surface that mates up. So, and then you do them up Make sure it's in all the way. Put them up. Nothing particularly technical about this, it's pretty straightforward. Get in there. Okay, and then do it up tight. Get in there. Oh, man. I can't remember what yeah, I can't remember what the torque setting is for it, but just do it up tight. Yeah, simple. It's only 22 rimfire. I mean, you know, it's not going to rattle itself loose from recoil. So I've done that, and now put it back in stock. Quite simple. And she goes. Now, here's a test. When I put this action into that Boyd stock, I did have to actually trim the rear action screw because it actually stuck up too high and it was hitting the bolt. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Now I don't know whether to put this alloy one on there. It does look better, eh? So much better. Yeah, I'm going to keep the alloy one on there. I'm not going to put this garbage on there. It's just trash. You know, just sheets of rubbish. So see how we go here. Hope it catches. Suppose I should have tested this out beforehand. Eh? Oh no, it catches. There you go. No, it doesn't. Push down. Come on. Grab a hold. Yep, grab the hold. Good. So, okay. Now, torque settings for the action screws, just do them up tight. Don't overdo them because you're just squashing steel onto wood. How much do you want to squash the wood? That's really the question. And I don't think there's any real effect on accuracy with regard to torque settings for rimfires. Who did a video, I think, Long Range Shooters of Utah, I think they're called. And one of the guys, they're big CZ fans, and he did a test. The barrel's not in the center. He did a test of what effect torque settings have on a 22 rimfire, on a 22 long rifle, and the result was 0. Didn't have any effects. So yeah. So here we go. Put it back together. There we go. A little bit tighter. So, there we are. Back to almost original form. It's in the original stock with one of the original barrels, the original 22 long rifle barrel. So, when I go into part 2, which will be, so I'll test 22 long rifle, then 22 Magnum, then 17 HMR. So, I'll test the 22 long rifle first, obviously for accuracy. Yeah, so next time you're going to see me, which will be the 22 long rifle accuracy test. I'll just see if I've missed anything at all. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, you can get 10 round mags. There's a plastic, and they are CZ mags, so that's factory mags. So that's a 22. That's a 10 round mag for 22 long rifle, and that's a 10 round mag for the 22 long rifle as well, but that's all, well, the base is still plastic, but it's a steel mag. Yeah, it's still the same mag. So that's pretty much it for now until I do the accuracy testing, and I'll see you later.